Tanzania, lions also have to earn their top spot in the food chain, and they face fierce competition. Hyenas and lions are ancient enemies. They hunt the same prey and live on the same land. Lions easily outweigh their tenacious foes. But while they are smaller, there are 380 hyenas here in Ngorongoro. They outnumber lions almost 5 to 1. And they have stamina that lions don't. An adult buffalo is a rare feast for hyenas. They are not big enough to actively hunt such a huge neighbor. But this one is trapped. The hyenas devour the buffalo. Alive. Another living feast sits atop Seal Island in South Africa. A great white shark in her mid-20s prefers fully grown adult seals. But small, inexperienced seals are easier to catch. When they enter the gauntlet to fish, she targets them quickly, and she is relentless. It can be over in seconds. But when she chases a big seal, she misses more often than not. White sharks make killing young seals look easy. But it takes speed and agility to seize an older, larger, and smarter seal, like this one. His first instinct is flight, so he zigzags. This is supposed to make it harder for the great white shark to follow. It doesn't. She's faster than he is. But the seal has one last trick. It's a tactic for emergencies only. A technique known as on the shark. It uses the great white's great size as an advantage. He gets so close to his enemy that she can't distance herself enough to grab him. But if it doesn't work, he will have delivered himself directly into the jaws of death. This fur seal escapes. His pursuer turns away, then disappears into the deep. 8,000 miles north, This polar bear struggles to remain a top predator. She must eat soon, or she will starve. At this point, anything will do. And today, anything means Arctic tern eggs. Despite the bear's great size and strength, the terns fiercely defend their nests. Finally, she manages a few eggs for herself. The eggs don't provide enough fat for her body to store. She needs a food source rich in blubber to keep her alive through the coming winter. 4 weeks of summer have now disappeared. Only 7 remain before darkness and cold return. She's far from her home and familiar territory. To survive, she must seek another source of fat, whatever it takes. From ice to fire. In the cauldron, a lioness suffers alone. It's the lion pride's missing huntress. In 1962, a plague of stable flies struck Ngorongoro's lions. Covered in festering sores, they became too weak to hunt. The population shrank to 10. Today, the lions living in the crater descend from that small group of survivors. But these relatives inherited a disturbing legacy. Their immune systems are weak from decades of inbreeding. Now flies gather on her open sores. She is thin and weak. Her illness could be an ominous sign for all of the crater lions. This could be the start of another outbreak. But this lioness is in more immediate danger. She will not be able to defend herself if discovered by hyenas. Vultures act as guides for the lion's nemesis. Hyenas often use vultures like beacons to find an easy meal. This time, the vultures have revealed the lioness's location to her mortal enemies. Nightfall, an eerie quiet descends over Tanzania's Ngorongoro crater. The whooping of hyenas shatters the silence. They surround the injured lioness. She summons the strength to face them. But the hyenas press their advantage. A skilled predator becomes prey. From a dark night in Africa to a sunny Alaska day in July, the sockeye salmon have finally arrived from the Pacific. Over 30 million fish force their way up Katmai's streams and rivers. Each one struggles to reach the exact spot where it was born around 5 years before. To lay their eggs, they battle strong currents,